Aquarius, and welcome to your Star Struck Tarot general reading. We're gonna pull 8 cards. And then we're gonna pull clarifiers for every single card, just because I like to see the bigger picture, the full story of what is going on. Okay, maybe we're off to a rough start. Am I right? Am I like good? I am always covered in bruises. I'm just like really, it's so easy for me to bruise, and I don't know. Hand-eye coordination isn't always my best trait. Okay, it looks like we're kind of on a hot come up, gotta be honest. We're starting it off with the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have the 6 of Cups. It's like you're not settling for nothing less than an equal give and take. And then we have so many 10s. We have the 10 of Swords, but it's reversed. Love that for you. Like, all these swords coming out. You are at the end of a healing journey. Amazing. We're gonna get into these deeper in a second. So, a million cards came out, and that's okay. You should have seen the clarifiers for the last reading for the Pisces reading. I'm not even kidding. The clarifying deck at the end was like this big. I was like, oh. Okay. And let's just put these at the end. I'm just like, even if it's like a big stack that comes out, I'm just taking them. I'm like, you know what? Someone's got something to say. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna get into it. So, it seems like things are on the come up, but then there's going to be a point where you're just kind of like stubborn to what the universe is giving you, and you're not going to want to put in the work. Okay, here we go. Isn't Aquarius a fixed sign? I think my brother's an Aquarius. Love you, big buddy. My brother's an Aquarius, and he can be pretty stubborn. He's also a Taurus moon like me, so just a tad stubborn. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. We have, oh, interesting. Let's pull another one for that. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is like sick. I feel like you're coming up on some abundance. You're coming up on, doesn't necessarily have to be financial abundance. Could just be like, ooh, life is bringing me so many amazing things right now. And that is so great, right? And then it's clarified by the 10 of Cups. Like wish fulfillment, yes, like absolutely amazing. And then we have the 2 of Wands. It's like because you chose a certain action, you chose a certain path, you chose a certain journey, and now that you're on that, like all these amazing things are happening for you. It seems like maybe you've been kind of, I remember the past readings, because every time I do an Aquarius reading I think about my brother. And it seemed like for a while it was just like, what do I do? What do I do? And it looks like you're finally, like, you've chosen a path and you're doing that. We have the Judgment reverse, though. Like, oh, maybe it seems like things are entirely panning out, or there might be some karmic energies that are maybe going against you just a little bit. But by the end of the reading, we'll have a better picture of what is going on. We have the 6 of Cups next. This is like equal give and take card, community card. Like maybe you're starting to do something that involves a community. Maybe you're starting to hang out with your friends a little bit more. Or if you're in a relationship or work environment, you are not putting in more than you are getting back, and good for you. Like, that is the way things should be. That is the way things should be. And I mean, I know Aquarians. I've had a couple in my life, and commit or eat shit, am I right? It's nothing or everything. It's not. So they can tend to, you know, give too much, which is so interesting, because people will be like, Aquarians are so cold. And it's like, yeah, they can be cold if they're not totally invested in you, but if they're invested in you, it's like they are all chips are in. All chips are in. Like, literally commit or eat shit. So just remember not to give more than what you're getting back. That's very healthy. We have the Master of Wands. Interesting. In the Pisces reading, I think we have the Master of Wands in the same spot. But cool. It's like, yes, you are taking action. You are doing things. You are like, become a master in whatever endeavor you are, you know, getting into. I don't know. We'll take it this way. We have the Hierophant, but it's reverse. Let's check this out. Are you losing your spiritual practice by getting too involved in whatever this is, by getting too carried away with this abundance? Don't forget your spiritual practice, because literally once you feed your spiritual practice, it'll feed you. Like, that abundance can even grow, right? The Tower, amazing. I love that for you. I know it's like, no, I don't want I don't want that. But also, like, clarifying the Six of Cups, it's like, maybe there will be a point where you're just like, I am putting in too much here, and I am not getting what I'm putting in back, and I'm not settling for that anymore. The Tower. This card is so beautiful, too. This card is very like, okay, look. Okay. I just want to point out, like, stable foundation, yes, right? And then it breaks apart, and then there's even, like, little money. There's even, that's on this side. There's even, like, little money coming out. And then there's somebody who's like, oh, my life, everything I've been working hard on. And then there's somebody over here that's like, hee hee hee. Can you see? They're like, hee hee hee. It's kind of almost like a yin and yang card. Yin and yang. Like, this card does read to me very yin and yang. Or maybe, like, out of this, like, you're going to find, like, a new community to be in. The Tower is really just, like, such an amazing card. Like, once you take action and once, like, you are still in your, like, little spiritual practice, everything's going to come just, like, up all at once. And that's okay. That's actually really great. It really is. Because if it doesn't come up if it doesn't come up all at once, it's just in the background, right? And it's not dealt with. And right now, you know, it's like eclipse season. Or is it over? I don't know. It was yesterday, last eclipse. But it just happened in a fixed sign, right? You're a fixed sign. So, right now things are just changing. They're just changing. Merc is in ret. Like, this is very Merc and ret card. Like, things are just changing. Let it happen. Just embrace the chaos. Literally, the Hierophant with this, the Hierophant with the Tower, and the Master of Wands. This combo is embrace the chaos. Okay, embrace it. Because life's just chaos, okay? It just is. So we have the Ten of Swords here. Great card. Amazing. Like, there's like, oh, I'm dead. I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore. And then reverse, it's like, okay, I'm done. All the swords are falling out. Woohoo! I'm ready to live my life. And then we have the Hanged Man. Okay. Oh my god, my bangs are freaking a mess today. Look. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Okay. So it's like, okay, I've dealt with X, Y, and Z. I'm ready to go out into the world, right? I have healed. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. And we have the Hanged Man. It's like you're seeing things from a new standpoint, right? You're seeing things from a new standpoint. Because before you were just like all wrapped up in your pain and just sort of like, woe is me. But it's like now your pain has made you a stronger person, and you're like seeing that instead of being like, woe is me. You're letting your pain help you be a stronger person, help you go out into the world, right? With what you know now. And then we have the Moon, which is like something that's behind the scenes is getting revealed. Something behind the scenes is getting revealed. And this in itself is like new for you. This is new for you to come out with whatever this little pain patch was. We have the Goof of Wands, right? The beginning of the journey, like you taking action within all of this. Like, you've been going through this. This is a process, like 1 through 10. Okay, you're at the freaking 10. It's over. It's over. You're ready to move on. You're ready to go out there and be vulnerable with what you know now. Amazing. I love that. But it's like, okay, is the light at the end of the tunnel? We have the Five of Pentacles. It's like, oh my gosh, like, how long do we have to do this? Life is hard. Life is really hard. You're in the snow. It's freezing. You're probably hungry and cold. Oh, Aries said it's freezing. But it's like you're outside of the church, right? Like, home base is right there. Home base, whatever, is right there. Like, The light at the tunnel's just around the corner. It's right there. It's literally right there. You turn a corner, you get into the door, right? Let's pull some clarifiers. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put a cheat sheet down below for where this Scorpio full moon is honing in your chart. If you don't know what your rising sign is, you need to know what time you were born. And if you know what time you were born, you can let me know in the comments and your birth date and where you were born, and I'll look it up for you. I'll let you know. I'd love to help you, and I'd kind of like to look at your chart. I love looking at people's charts. It's like my favorite. I have like a whole chart folder on my phone of just everybody I've ever like looked at chart, and I love looking at charts. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. Ooh, 5 on 5. Ooh, see, it's like you're so strong. You just went through this shit, but still you're like, woe is me though. I lost this thing and I can't get over it. And it's like, okay, but you freaking... I saw somewhere. Yeah, right. I saw on TikTok. Okay, let's be real. Somebody was like, okay, yeah, we all have to do shadow work and blah, 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 blah. But if we sit and we dwell in our shadow work is never done. We have to literally move through our shadow work. We can't just like be like, shadow work, and like be like that for like months and sit in our shadow work and not actually work through our shadow work. So I feel like that's kind of you. I don't want to like be an asshole, but it looks like that's what you're like, woe is me right now. It's like, bitch, you're at the 10. You're not even at the 10. It's upside down. It's like, get over it. Time to move on. Time to move on. Oops. And then we have a 5 and a 5, 10. Hello. 5, 5, 10. Hello. Okay. 2 of Cups reverse. Interesting. And then we have the 8 of Wands reverse. Okay. 2 of Cups reverse. 2 of Cups reverse. Yeah. You're like crying. You're like, boo, 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 boo. You're like, okay. So in a normal deck, I would be like, nobody loves me. What's wrong with me? But this deck, I feel like it's very much like you and like your id or your ego. You know, seeing eye to eye, not necessarily just like people in general. It's like you are not really like accepting where you are, I feel. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which reverse, which is telling me the 8 of Wands upright would be like lightning bolt, right? Like so much news all at once. All these things are happening for me. But because it's reversed, it's like nothing is happening for me right now. I expect all these amazing things to happen because I've gone through this transformation. And it's like the world hasn't been waiting for you to get out of this transformation. Like the world keeps moving, you know? It's like, yeah, you've like gone through this transformation and stuff, but have you accepted it? Have you been like, okay, I've gone through this transformation and I have transformed? Or are you like, I'm still going through the transformation? It's like, no, you're not. Move on. You have like healed from this. You have like dealt with this. It's done. Go out there into the world with what you know now, right? And then it's like you're still not taking the freaking cup. We have the 4 of Cups, but it's reverse. Well, actually reverse, it's like maybe you are taking the cup. Let's see. We'll put some clarifiers on there, but let me show you it upright, right? We have the 3 cups. 3 cups here. And then the universe is like, here's a cup. It's for you. And it's exactly what you want. And you're like, I don't know if I want it though. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm still here. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But it's reversed, so it's like, well, yeah, maybe you are actually going to take the cup, but we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. Okay. Thank you for being here. Please like this video. It helps me so much for you to like the video. Please leave me a comment. You don't even have to leave me anything wild. You can just be like, thank you. And I would appreciate that so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. I read every 2 weeks, general and love readings. Well, general or love reading for every single sign. Okay, so we have art reverse. It's like you're still dwelling in something and it's keeping you from your power. It's keeping you from like being creative, or maybe being creative will like finally get you out of whatever you're doing. You're like, well, I don't know what to do to be creative. Just open a blank page and get to work. Like, I find that when I like have a super creative block, I'll like use something flowy, like like watercolors or like a brush pen, just because it flows and it just makes it easier when I'm like in a rut or like stagnant, you know, because like using like crayons or colored pencils or something can be a little more rigid, you know, so I'll use something like a paint pen or like watercolor to just like flow. It just helps things flow easier. You don't have to do that, but it seems like you're getting in your own way. We have the Lovers. I don't know which way to take this. It came this way. Well, it's facing upright for me. Okay, well that's cute. Let's pull another card though. This is getting deep. This is getting deep. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're not letting yourself be open to love. You're not letting yourself be open to love. Like there might be some person that comes into your life that is like, hey, I like you. Or it could just be like a friend or like your friends, like maybe they were on standby while you were going through this and now they're just like living their lives and you're like, oh shit, I kind of just like went hermit for a hot second. And it's like, are you letting yourself be open to love from your friends? I mean, I get that. Like sometimes I go through that, you know, like you are conflicted of like, should you let yourself be open to these people? Like, look at this. And it's like all from kind of one, it's like all sides of you are having a fight over this. And you're like, I don't know if I can let people be in my life right now because I'm doing this. I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this. I'm too sad. I'm blocking like love. I'm blocking these opportunities and conversations that can be in my life because I'm doing woe is me right now, okay? Page of Swords, it's like, okay, maybe start talking to your friends, use your voice and be like, yo, what's up? There's definitely been points in my life where sometimes I'm like going through it and then I won't like talk to my friends entirely, like a lot. And I'll never forget when my friend's Quinn, who is not watching this, but because she's not Aquarius, but I like reached out to her. I was like, listen, I'm sorry, I do this sometimes and I just don't, I'm sorry, like, can you find it in you to be my friend again? Like, I love you so much, please. Like, I was just going through it and I don't know what else to tell you other than that, you know, like, I want to make amends. And I remember one of the first times that we hung out, I was talking to her about how I did that to somebody else. And she was like, well, Michelle, like, I was like, I didn't respond though. And I feel weird about it. And now I'm like too scared to respond. And she was like, well, Michelle, no response is also a response. And I was like, oh shit, you're so right. Oh my God. And did I make amends with that one person that I was talking to her about? I don't think so. I think I kind of just dropped it. I was like, is that person worth it to me? Nah. But I did reach out to Quinn recently and it was like, I don't know, a bit of not talking. And I was like, I'm sorry. And she totally understood. She's a very sweet friend. So, you know, you can just be like, sorry. Sorry. I don't know what to tell. I was going through it. We all go through it. And even now, like, one of my good friends, like, doesn't, you know, she goes through her little things and I don't expect anything right away from her because I know who she is. And, you know, we've talked about it and it just happens. It doesn't mean that people don't love you. Sometimes people just get overwhelmed. Some people have a lot of anxiety. Okay. It's like, you don't need any cards, Michelle. You just explained all of that. Hee hee. Okay. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. That's really cute for this. That is actually really cute for this. I can't wait to show you that card, but I want to pull. Aww. Okay, I'm not going to pull anything else because this is like perfect. So we have the Nine of Wands. Look, this is like you opening up to your friends and being like, hey, I went through this journey. I went through this journey and now I'm up here and hi, I'm back. I'm back and I'm ready to talk and I love you. And then we have the Six of Swords, like, I've gone through this journey, but I still had you in mind. I still had you in mind throughout the whole journey. And you just need to know about this journey that I went through, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm letting my knives serve as stepping stones now, right? Stepping stones. And look, the swords are now your ladder, right? To being like, wee, I'm here. Like wands, did I say swords? Wands are now your ladder. And wands are like action, right? So I feel like once you open this door of being like, hi, sorry, I was going through it. Now you're like, hello. Hello, friends, here I am. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's like maybe things are getting a little repetitive and it's like boring you. Okay, what is this? Ooh, Eight of Cups reverse. Interesting. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Okay, let's pull one more. Interesting. I think it's interesting that there's an 8 on an 8. Okay. Okay, we'll take them all. It's just 2, but we'll take them. All right. I need to drink some water. Let's do that real quick. I thought I spilled some. Water rules. Water rules. Okay, this reminder to drink some water. Drink some water. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles reverse. It's like, okay, yeah, I've done all this work, blah, blah, blah. I'm living my life now. But like, there's some repetitive actions that I'm like kind of bored with. I'm kind of bored with doing like work in some certain part of my life. I feel like maybe I need to like walk away from something. We have the 8 of Cups reverse. Maybe I need to walk away from something. We have the 7 of Pentacles reverse. I feel like there's going to be clarity and some sort of abundance in your life. Like upright, it's like, this is very confusing. You're like, I want to reap the fruits of my labor, but they're spilling through this little net that I have. Like, this is very confusing for me, but because it's reverse, it's like something's going to come to light. I feel like you were still stuck in your thoughts. Like we have the 5 of Swords here. And look, you're just like freaking out over it. You are like a prisoner to your thoughts right now. You are really letting your anxieties get the best of you. Then we have the Wheel reverse. Like you are just thinking like about everything that can possibly go wrong right now. And it's just like really frustrating. I feel like maybe you're a little stagnant. You're just like, yeah, I like went through this transformation, but you're just like really stuck in it. You're like stuck in it. You're like not prepared to move forward, but it's like, I don't know what you need to feel like you can move forward. Yeah, because there's all these little things that are like, oh yeah, cool things will happen if you move forward, but you're really hesitant to move forward. You're just like too comfortable in being in this woe is me stage. It's just easier for you to stay there, and that's really frustrating because you're keeping yourself from a lot of things. So we have the 3 of Pentacles, but it's reversed. This is also like you reaching out to your friends, you working with people, but it's reversed. It's like you're not doing that. We have the 4 of Wands reverse. Like this is you being hesitant to like setting yourself a new foundation for like your new life after this transformation. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a great card. It's like, okay, there could be some sort of new financial abundance or just abundance in general that could come from this. Like maybe you'll have a moment where you actually do work with somebody and you start building this little foundation. You start building this little foundation, and it'll bring a little pocket of abundance to you, right? And then we have the Three of Wands, but it's reverse. It's like you're just stuck. You're like, I need to go a certain way. I need to figure out where I'm going from here. But you're just like really confused and you don't know where to go. Let's pull some other clarifiers on that. I know, so many clarifiers. I'm just all about the clarifiers. Oh, let's pull one more. Oh, Aquarius. Like master saboteurs, huh? Like, no, I'm not. It's like, yeah, you are. Okay, let's just look at those two. We don't need to move forward, huh? Okay. We have the Three of Swords. It's like you are literally tearing your... Like, you are your only enemy here. You're literally... You feel like the world is, like, against you, but it's just you are your only enemy here. You are, like, a prisoner of your thoughts. Your thoughts are ripping you open. And it's like, this is just you. There is nobody else here. And it's almost like you're proud of it. You have like this sword right here and you're like, yeah, this is me and I'm tearing myself apart. I don't even freaking care. It's just like, whoa, what is up? What is up with that? And then we have the Seven of Cups. It's like, just remember that there are like so many opportunities out there if you choose to take them. If you choose to get out of your freaking head. Easier said than done for Aquarius energies, huh? Okay. We're gonna pick a card from the Pixiekins Daily Inspiration deck. I can't believe how bad my bangs are. I will brush them before the next. Okay, that's it. None of you care. I don't even know why I'm. Stand up for what you believe in and never let others steal your joy. Interesting. Stand up for what you believe in and never let others steal your joy. I mean, maybe that's also why you're scared of like opening yourself up to the world again, is because you just like fear that like in here it's safe, because you're like, I'm the only one who can control what's going on here. But also there's just that fact of control, right? It's like sometimes you have to let go of that control. You have to let go of that control to see what happens. But yeah, there definitely is an underlying theme of control here. And it's just like not being let go, and it going out into the world just like really scares you because you can't control what can happen from there. But I mean, out in the world, there's so many opportunities, right? And you need to take a step back, because everything that's going on here that you're just like hermiting and like doing this little transformation, this is done. It's done. Like, you're ready to go out there, but you almost choose to just tear yourself apart instead. Okay. I mean, you have a lot to sit with. There's a lot going on right now. Okay, so I have a cheat sheet down below so you can see where this Scorpio full moon is focusing in your chart. If you don't know your rising sign, just go ahead and leave me your birth data below. You have to know what time you were born, and I'll figure it out for you and I'll let you know. Otherwise, you have a lot to sit with. You're like, I don't need any more to sit with. I love you so much, Aquarius. Please like this video. Please leave me a comment. You can just be like, thank you so much for the reading, and that just will make me so happy. And subscribe if you haven't. I read every 2 weeks, love or general for every single sign. And I'll see you soon. XOXO.